When we're working with ratios, there are three different formats that we can use. One is using a colon, one is using words like the word to, and the other is writing it in fraction notation. So if I wanted to write an equivalent ratio for 5:9, I could write 5 to 9. Or as a fraction, I can write it 5/9. Let's look at the ratio 3 to 12. If I wanted to write it using the colon, I would just write 3:12. I can also simplify that. Both of those numbers are divisible by 3, so I could write 1:4. And then if I wanted to write it as a fraction, that would be 3/12. Or if I'm going to simplify it, both are divisible by 3. So I'm going to write divide by 3, and that is 1/4. Let's look at 2/7. If I wanted to write that in words, that would be 2 to 7, or using the colon, it would be 2:7. It says here, identify all of the ratios that could be used to represent the number of lawns to the number of hours in the following word problem. What we have to care about is that it has the order lawns to hours. So we always have to make sure that it's the number for lawns first and the number for hours second. So it says John can mow 3 lawns in 6 hours. And an equivalent ratio to 3 to 6 would be 6 to 12 because I could multiply 3 times 2 and get 6, and 6 times 2 would be 12. So times 2 would give me 6:12. 6 to 3 would not be an equivalent ratio because 3 times 2 would equal 6, but 6 times 2 does not equal 3. Of course, this in words would also be the equivalent ratio. This would not be an equivalent ratio in words, but 1 to 2 is also equivalent because I can take 3 and I can divide by 3 and get 1, and 6 divided by 3 equals 2. Miss Larson bought 4 red roses and 16 purple tulips for the front yard. What is the ratio of roses to flowers, the total number of flowers? So here we can see that there are 4 red roses and 16 tulips. So we don't want 4 to 16, we want the total number of flowers. So how many total flowers are there? 20. So we know that the ratio of roses is 4 to 20 total flowers. Now we need to look for an equivalent ratio, but we need to simplify it. So if we simplify 4/20, I would get 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 20 divided by 4 is 5. So what is 1 to 5? C is the correct answer on that one. It says, at Centerville Middle School, there were 120 students in 6th grade, and 80 of those students are girls. What is the ratio of girls to boys in the 6th grade? So if we know that we have 120 total and there are 80 girls, if we subtract the number of girls, then we know that there are 40 boys. So that gives me 80 girls, because we need to put 80 first, to how many boys? 40 boys. But again, that can be simplified, so 40 can go into both. So 80 divided by 40 is 2, and 40 divided by 40 is 1. So 2 to 1 is the matching ratio.